calling you radical. If I have to hear these lying fuckheads all over media and everywhere one more time on their bullshit nuclear renaissance. There's a renaissance. Trumpy and Obama, the two worst presidents in U.S. history. Look at their combination with the debt. Cover up of Fukushima. The only renaissance is the nuclear energy propaganda renaissance. Trump and, I spent so much time at Idaho National Lab. My buddy from here bought the bar up there at Atomic City. And it was so mothballed. It was so dead up there. They just flooded it. They're going to bring it all back with fairy tale SM that don't exist. So it's just money. People are getting rich off lies and fairy tales. Nuclear energy is dead. It's dead. And it blows my mind. Renaissance. Nuclear energy died March 11th, 2011. That's just an argument. It's like Gorbachev, who I met twice, says, what took down the old Soviet Union? Chernobyl. What took down the old USA? Fukushima. You look post-Fukushima. And we're talking the greatest ecological collapse in world history post-Fukushima. Well, in modern world history. It's the whole bird thing right now. The condors, the songbirds, the insects, the whales, the tide pools, all post-Fukushima in a very radical, acute fashion. This energy that was cut loose and released into the Pacific Ocean across the world is unforeseen in the history of mankind. Never happened at Mayak, never happened at Chernobyl. One graphite reactor, 700,000 men entombed. I'll take the old Soviet Union over freaking Putin's Russia any day. I'll take the old USA over America any day. Remember when we didn't like billionaires? Remember? We taxed them. The tax rate on billionaires was 99%. Remember when we had tariffs of 400%? Everybody drove beautiful, incredible. Remember when the GM, and as America goes, the United States goes, I should say. As GM goes, the United States goes. GM freaking packed up shop and moved to China. And so Weber State School of Business, #1 in the country, packed up shop and sold to China. That's an unarguable fact. Look it up. So we've turned into imperialists, and so if I have to hear this one more time, nuclear renaissance! Pork making a lot of freaking scumbags rich. New scale. Throw some more money in Utah at Bill Gates after he stole from you. This is how degenerate. I want your other sister, I promise. So there's no renaissance. Nuclear energy is dead. It's dead. Let's see. 50-something reactors off in Japan. They're not going back on. How about in Germany? 19 reactors offline. We could do math. We're up into close to 80. Just those two countries alone. I thought they were two of the most powerful industrial countries in the world. Oh, they are. They said to hell with nuclear. How about the reactors going off in Belgium? Anthrop, you don't think that in Belgium they're economically powerhouse? They're saying, Okay, G7. What a joke that was this year in Japan. During G7, somebody threw a bomb at the nuke. What the hell? I can't believe the lack of security over there after Abbey. What? Where are the G7s going? Jesus. I don't know what they're up to over there. But the United States, let's start left coast to right. Kevin Blanch and friends, we kicked that domino down at San Onofre. Dwayne Arnold. How about Calhoun on the freaking in Nebraska? Gone. How about Oyster Creek down by the refinery? How many reactors off in Jersey? Done. How about Pilgrim up there in Boston? How about Indian Point in freaking New York? How about Palisades in Michigan? And you're saying, we got one that we started to test that we've been building for 40 years. It's cost millions and billions in Google. But yeah, we're going to save Diablo. Okay, TikTok, Diablo. Okay. So where's this fucking renaissance? Where's this? How? Uranium demand? How much? I just rattled up well over 100 nuclear reactors. That's 25% of the world. And that's not even counting what's going on in China. China, those reactors are supposed to go on all those Mach 5s. Been building for 20 years. They don't work and they've never finished them. How about their fast breeder? Remember they had the accident and it was the French that sent a letter to Jennifer Graham Home called the imminent radiation letter? When the French warned you, because they're pro-nuclear. But even there, they're starting to change their philosophies. So all you hear is radio, go, and these fools on the internet, Renaissance, shut the The only renaissance is in the nuclear propaganda. Back, the old USSR went down because of Chernobyl. I'll take the old USSR and the old USA any day. The old USA, remember all that beautiful music, all that culture, that art, everything, what people look like. I mean, I always think about what people look like when growing up in the 60s and the 70s. I grew up in that era. I mean, God, people were beautiful. They were artistic. They were dynamic. They were sports calls. I was listening. We go from Hot Rod Hundley to Dave Locke. I mean, you listen to radio DJs. I mean, these guys they've dummied down this population so grotesquely. I mean, I'll take back the old USA and the old USSR. You can have modern day Russia. You can have what the old USA is now, America. You can have it. I can't stand it. Renaissance. The only renaissance is in debt, pain, destruction, and genocide of the ecology. Everything that's happened post-Fukushima, you're going to chalk up coins, dead tide pools at your feet, acute collapse, the semi-acute radical collapse. In science, I mean, I can't believe these science are going on. That's called outliners. You can run regression. You can see that something radically changed in this world. Tide pools were full in 2010. Salmon were record numbers. You could run regressionary models and you see something. How about the fires in California? The heat bubble, all the radical crazy. And you can run regression model. Anybody can see. You can take any bias out. Something crazy and radical. We call those outliers versus nuclear liars. Something radical and crazy happened in 2011. We know that to the Pacific Coast. Jet stream moves left to right. Storms rise up, including the Demic. Bird flu. Okay. Huh. 3 full core meltdowns. Never happened before. Even Einstein said, you ever let this genie out of the bottle? It will mutate and change and affect every piece of biology on the face of the earth. Well, humans adapt. Yeah, 50 generations. Einstein. What about the animals? Humans are animals. God, ain't they sicko ones? What an insult to an animal. Dispatch. Stay in tune.